1,000-pound sisters star Tammy Slaton may be looking to take a break from the spotlight, and it could be good for her in the long run if she chooses to leave Kentucky behind. Throughout 1,000-pound sisters run, Tammy has been the focal point of the series along with her sister Amy Slaton. Tammy and Amy's relationship has always been fraught, but the sisters have been connected over their weight loss journeys for the last several years. The rest of Tammy's family, including her sisters Amanda Halterman and Misty Slaton and her brother Chris Combs, has also been heavily involved. Throughout the last few seasons of 1,000-pound sisters, Tammy's life has gotten progressively more difficult. After having a successful weight loss surgery despite setbacks, including a harrowing and scary medically induced coma, Tammy felt like she was on the precipice of a new life. Unfortunately, after falling in love in her Ohio-based rehabilitation facility, Tammy's weight loss surgery meant that she was ready to head home. She chose to marry her new love Caleb Willingham, but things took a turn for the worse when Caleb passed just months later. After mourning her loss, Tammy's ready to start anew. Tammy has threatened to leave Kentucky before. She's gone as far as Ohio. While Tammy often seems content in Kentucky, her time outside of her home state has seemed more beneficial to her mentally and physically. Throughout her time on 1,000-pound sisters, Tammy has had a difficult stretch, and most of that time has been spent at home in Kentucky. After being bound to her bed or her wheelchair throughout the majority of her adult life, Tammy being able to leave her home could be a benefit in the past. Tammy has threatened to leave Kentucky entirely and has left the state more than once before. While she has been traveling in the past, Tammy has threatened to leave her family behind after heated moments and difficult arguments in the past. Having traveled outside of the state more frequently in the last couple years, since her weight loss surgery, Tammy may be far more serious about her threats to leave Kentucky now. Tammy seems happier away from the show. She needs a break from the spotlight. Although Tammy has had some happy moments in Kentucky, especially since her weight loss surgery, her time at home hasn't always been pleasant. After losing Caleb, Tammy went through a downward spiral that threatened her mental health and the progress she made with her weight. Though she managed to overcome the mental hurdles, Tammy seems far happier away from her home state of Kentucky and the trauma that she's experienced there than she does when she's at home. Tammy's ability to work through her grief seems exponentially better when she is away from her home state. Will Tammy leave 1,000-pound sisters for good one day? She may do better off-screen. Although nothing formal has been announced, it seems clear that Tammy is looking for the next chapter of life to begin. While she may want to leave the show entirely, 1,000-pound sisters has always been a way for Tammy to show her true self to the world. It has been clear after her weight loss surgery that she wants a different perception from those who follow her online and see her on TV. Getting to know herself and her new body, Tammy likely wants a break from 1,000-pound sisters, and to potentially leave it behind entirely to start over. The world of reality TV has a way of thrusting people into the limelight, and with that comes both praise and immense scrutiny. Tammy Slaton, one of the stars of the popular TLC show 1,000 LB Sisters, has been no stranger to this spotlight. Her weight loss journey, personal struggles, and relationship dynamics with her sister Amy Slaton have made for compelling television. However, recently, there has been a noticeable shift in Tammy's presence in the public eye. She's been stepping back from the relentless glare of the camera, and some fans are wondering if this break could be a beneficial one for her. Even more intriguing is the speculation surrounding whether or not Tammy will leave Kentucky for good. Could this time away from the spotlight signal a turning point in her life? Let's explore why Tammy's break from the public may be just what she needs, and whether leaving her hometown is part of that journey. A well-deserved break. Tammy Slaton's rise to fame came with its fair share of challenges. From the very beginning of 1000 LB Sisters, viewers were introduced to Tammy's battle with obesity, which was not just a physical condition, but a deeply emotional and psychological struggle. Alongside her sister Amy, Tammy's journey has been filled with highs and lows, from trying different weight loss programs to facing health setbacks, and all of it played out on national television. Tammy's life, often chaotic and full of emotional turbulence, was laid bare for millions to watch. As with many reality TV stars, the constant scrutiny from fans, as well as media coverage, can quickly take a toll on one's mental health. Taking a break from the spotlight could be just what Tammy needs. The pressures of constantly being under the microscope, coupled with the difficulty of managing a personal struggle while being filmed, can lead to burnout. She has openly talked about her mental health struggles in the past, and in recent months, it seems that Tammy has realized the need for a breather. The time off allows her to focus on herself, her health, and her happiness, without the added pressure of meeting public expectations. The evolution of Tammy's story. Tammy's journey has not always been easy to watch. She has faced criticism for her behavior and health choices, often resulting in harsh comments from viewers who may not fully understand the depth of her struggles. However, in the midst of it all, Tammy has shown a lot of growth and resilience. Her time away from the cameras may provide her with an opportunity to continue her evolution off-screen, where she can focus on making progress at her own pace, without the burden of being a television personality. Throughout the seasons of 1000 LB Sisters, viewers have seen Tammy struggle to stay motivated, often going back and forth between committing to a healthier lifestyle and relapsing into old habits. This cycle of disappointment and brief triumph has been tough for her, and even more difficult for her fans to watch. But as with any recovery process, it's essential to understand that true healing takes time, and Tammy deserves that space to work on herself. Taking a step back from the public eye could give her the room to make real progress without the pressure of constant judgment. Does Tammy need to leave Kentucky for good? The idea of Tammy Slaton leaving Kentucky, her home state, has been a topic of much speculation. Kentucky has played a central role in the Slaton sisters' lives, and it's where Tammy's support system, including her family, resides. However, given Tammy's ongoing health struggles and her desire to make serious changes, leaving Kentucky may represent a new chapter in her life. For Tammy, leaving Kentucky could be more than just a geographical shift. It could symbolize a fresh start, a chance to take control of her life, in a way that feels empowering. It's possible that leaving behind the environment where she has faced constant challenges, both internal and external, could help her focus on her own well-being. Sometimes, a change of scenery can serve as a catalyst for personal growth, and Tammy might find the peace and solitude she needs in a new place. Moreover, the decision to leave Kentucky could be linked to her desire to access better healthcare and specialized weight loss programs that might not be available to her locally. Tammy's weight loss journey has been fraught with setbacks, and if she's serious about improving her health, relocating to a city with more resources and opportunities could make a difference. The need for space. The idea of leaving Kentucky could also be tied to the need for emotional space. Tammy's relationships with her family, particularly with Amy, have often been complex. While they have supported each other throughout their journeys, there have also been moments of tension and conflict. Tammy's break from the spotlight may allow her to step away from the constant dynamics that play out on the show, providing her with the opportunity to evaluate what she truly wants out of life. Being away from the cameras could help her gain clarity on her relationships, priorities, and her own path forward. It's also worth considering that Tammy's decision to take a break might not be permanent. Many reality TV stars take time off to recharge or refocus, only to return when they feel ready. Perhaps Tammy is simply stepping away for a while to take care of her mental and physical health, and she will eventually re-emerge with a renewed sense of purpose. This time off could give her the necessary clarity to decide whether or not relocating out of Kentucky is a step she truly wants to take. Tammy's health and future prospects. Ultimately, Tammy's health and well-being are at the core of her decision to step back. The focus on her weight loss and physical transformation has often overshadowed her emotional and psychological needs. Taking a break from the spotlight could provide Tammy with the space to focus more on her mental health, which is just as crucial as her physical health. Therapy, self-care, and distance from the public eye may all contribute to her long-term well-being. As for her future, whether or not Tammy leaves Kentucky for good remains uncertain. What's more important is that she makes the choices that are best for her growth and healing. If that involves relocating or continuing her journey in a different way, then it will be her decision to make. Tammy's story is not defined by the cameras, and the most important thing is that she takes the steps necessary to live a happier, healthier life, regardless of where that takes her. In conclusion, Tammy Slaton taking a break from the spotlight could prove to be a pivotal moment in her journey. The time off allows her to focus on her health, both mentally and physically, away from the public eye. Whether or not she decides to leave Kentucky for good is something only Tammy can decide. But a fresh start in a new environment could provide her with the space and resources she needs to continue her transformation. In the end, Tammy's story is far from over, and taking the time to focus on herself could be the key to a more fulfilling and successful future.